Greetings, gang. It's lunch hour on a Friday. Yep, here we go. Okay. So, unless you are Janet Yellen or Jerome Powell, you pretty much understand that our economy's in the toilet. And, you know, no matter what jawboning they do to try to prop up people's optimism, reality paints a different picture. Again, this morning we got more bad news, I guess, if you will. The Purchasing Managers Index came out this morning. Oh, now this is basically how much manufacturing is going on, how much services are provided, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, well below expectations. Okay, significantly below. The last time we have seen PMI this low was just after COVID started and they shut everything down. Okay. The previous time we got this low, yeah, that was 2007, 2008 when we went into the Great Recession. Okay. I don't have to tell you that a recession is coming. I'll tell you. The Treasury won't, the Fed won't, but I'll tell you. What this is going to do is drive up interest rates further than the Fed is already at. I mean, they raised 50 basis points yesterday, said their target is now 5%, and this is saying that we're going to go higher than 5% just from market conditions. Just giving you that at first, okay? How does this affect you? Well, if you got anything on a credit card at a variable rate, yeah, your interest rates are going up. Go take a look at what the interest rate being charged on your credit cards are now. They're in the high 20s, okay? So this means if you borrow, you're carrying a balance on your credit card and you've got $1,000 balance that you're carrying, you're paying nearly $300 a year in interest. Just saying, okay? That dinner out looks a whole lot more expensive. Again, the only reason that you want to use a credit card in this economy right now is if you're getting any sort of perks, cash back, or airline miles, though I wouldn't even think the airline miles are worth squat, and you pay off your credit card every month so you don't incur any interest. That's the only way you should be using credit cards, all right? Because paying 27% interest so you can get 1% back on your credit card doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Just saying. Okay. The other thing this is doing is this is going to tell us that unemployment is going to spike soon. Now, I've talked about this before. The Biden and all their cohorts are going to say, oh, look, the unemployment numbers are good and everything. Sure, we're in holiday season. This is where UPS and FedEx and Walmart and Target and everybody hires a bunch of seasonal workers who will work until the first week of January, and then they will all get laid off. All right. The government's not going to tell you that we're going up from 3.5% unemployment, which is about where we are now. Economists outside the Fed, outside the Treasury, are now telling you expect to see 6% unemployment in the first quarter of 2022 or 2023. Okay. How safe is your job? This is where the economy is going, guys. They keep drawing this fantasy picture of, oh, it was transitory. Oh, this will be short-lived. Oh, it's not that bad. When manufacturing is going down, when services are going down, when inflation is going up, we are going into a recession. This is going to be a bad recession. When you're unemployed, when groceries are expensive, and there ain't a whole lot of people that can go out there and help you because they're hanging on by fingernails too. I mean, y'all know what I said about us donating to the food bank. They were thrilled because they weren't getting the donations they normally do. think about this. There are more people struggling and less charitable organizations to help them. What's in the middle there? What's in the middle there is panic. That's where people start looking at, okay, what can I do? Gee, should I go into McDonald's and shoot up the store for my hamburger and McNuggets? Oh, that happened yesterday, by the way. There was a story here in Knoxville the other day where a little old lady was walking out of the dollar store. The dollar store, guys. Okay. And somebody tried to jack her for her bag of food. Okay. These are just, those are little ones that I know of. How many stories are there out there of people desperate enough to be trying to steal food? You know better than I could ever know how safe your job is. I talked about that the other day. If your job is at risk, make plans now. You know better than I do how your kitchen table situation, when you're going over the checkbook and go, here's the bills, here's the balance, how do they meet? You know better than I do. We're all going to have to tighten our belts in 2023. And I'm just saying this right now, guys. It's gonna get ugly. No question. Financially, we're in trouble. Everybody. I don't care if you are wealthy, you're in trouble. Angry Prepper talked about yesterday about going into, I think yesterday or maybe the day before, about going into the grocery store and buying $400 worth of food and had it in 2 baskets, not a cart or a buggy or whatever, 2 baskets, $400 worth of food. Mrs. P and I went to the grocery store the other day. It was $180 worth of food. We had a third of a cart and no meat. I think, did we buy any meat? No, I take it back. I bought 1 pack of chicken breasts because they were on sale for $2.99 a pound. Okay. When we were at Kroger the other day, we saw them at $4.69 a pound for freaking chicken breasts. Okay. This is what's coming next year. I implore everybody, start cutting coupons, start doing whatever, start making any sort of contacts, any sort of anything you can do. Start looking for places that you're going to be able to get affordable food, to get affordable anything. Because it's a perpetual circle here, guys. We need more money. We can't afford to live on $15 an hour. Remember? Heard $15 an hour was a living wage. Now we're hearing $15 an hour isn't a living wage. We need more money or we're not going to work. Great. Let's pay you $20 an hour. And then that $5 head of lettuce is now a $7 head of lettuce. Do not fall for any of this crap that Yellen, Powell, Biden, anybody is telling you that a recession, that we aren't in a recession, okay? They can talk all they want about, GDP in third quarter was positive. Guess what economists are saying? Fourth quarter number is going to be negative 1.5. What did I say the other day? Watch the numbers. We will come in negative. You're now getting economists saying we are going to have another retraction in GDP. And wait until they redo the third quarter numbers again. Do not let anybody say a recession's coming in 2023. A recession's here, guys. They're just trying to glaze it over so you don't see it, so you think everything's okay. I don't have to tell you about the prices of everything. I don't have to tell you about people getting laid off. But it's gonna get worse. And we need to be ready to weather the storm. Because like I said, Biden's got 2 more years to destroy this country. And I hope to God we can all ride it out. Pinball out.